Tottenham Hotspur's Managing Director of Football Fabio Paratici talks about the January transfer window and the brand new signings. Kulusevski trained with his Spurs teammates today at Hotspur away. The club are waiting on a work permit for Rodrigo Bentancur, and the team news for the Brighton game. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Also click that like button and also click that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video by talking about new signing Dejan Kulusevski, of course signed from Juventus on deadline day. He was training at Hotspur away for the first time on Thursday with his Tottenham Hotspur teammates. And a report from the Evening Standard today states that new Tottenham Hotspur signing Dejan Kulusevski has been granted a work permit and is in line to make his debut against Brighton in the FA Cup on Saturday. He joined from Juventus on deadline day on an 18-month loan deal for which Spurs paid £8.3 million. Also in this report, it says that fellow deadline day signing Rodrigo Bentancur is due to arrive at the club on Thursday, but will not be able to train until he's been granted a work permit. Bentancur completed his £15.9 million deadline day move from Juventus while on international duty in South America. It then goes on to say that Spurs hope a work permit for the Uruguay international will come through on Friday, which makes him unlikely to start against Brighton on Saturday evening in the FA Cup. Spurs have also been boosted by the return of Heung-min Son to full training after a hamstring injury, whilst Christian Romero is expected to feature for the first time since early November on Saturday after recovering from his own hamstring problem. Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have confirmed that our Burnley away game in the Premier League has now been rescheduled. It states on the club's website the latest round of Premier League fixture amendments has today been confirmed with a new date set for our away game against Burnley. The initial fixture was postponed shortly before kick-off on Sunday the 28th of November due to adverse weather conditions at Turf Moor. The game will now be played on Wednesday the 23rd of February. Kick-off time will be 7:30 p.m. Now, on Thursday, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have released an official video showing Managing Director of Football Fabio Interview answering a number of questions on our players, the squad, the January transfer window and the summer window. Now, if you haven't seen this interview already, do check it out. I'm going to put the link below in the description box and the comment section as well. So do check it out when you have the time. It's about 14 minutes long. Well worth a watch, though. I'm going to talk about the key bits from the interview and give my thoughts after each segment. Now, first up, he was asked the question, how do you think the January transfer window has gone from a Spurs point of view? He replied with just 1 month and not 3 months like the summer, and a lot of clubs don't want to move some players. So it's a market where we speak about opportunities. It's normally in January that we're more looking for a specific position. I think we've found the right players in the right position. Players like Bentancur and Kulusevski, they are young players, but they have a lot of experience because Bentancur has played 5 years at Juventus and almost 200 games, with Kulusevski almost 100. Fabio described Rodrigo Bentancur as a midfielder, a complete midfielder, so he's box to box and he's already a very reliable player. Dejan is just 21 with 10 goals and 10 assists for Juventus, so he's a really good prospect. But also he is ready to play because he had played 35 games in Parma and he scored a lot. He's a really big prospect in Europe. He then goes on to say both of the players have a lot of character, a lot of intensity. Dejan is a forward, but he runs a lot. He fights a lot. He has a lot of personality, a big personality. He is very ambitious, and this is the most important skill that he has. Now, my thoughts on Fabio's comments, and I'm going to try and be quick with my comments as well because this video will be very long otherwise. But the words that he used to describe both of the new signings: character, intensity, personality, ambition, and skill. And that is exactly what we need in this Tottenham Hotspur team. So from the way that Fabio is talking, he is very, very excited about these two brand new signings. And it sounds like they are going to walk straight into this Tottenham Hotspur starting 11, which is great news. Also, in the interview, he spoke a little bit about Hugo Lloris renewing his contract, saying he's absolutely delighted that our club captain will be with us until 2024. He also wished Dele Alli the best of luck moving to Everton. He then went on to talk about Tanguy Ndombele, Giovanni Lo Celso and Brian Hill all going out on loan. Now, talking about the three players going out on loan, he said no special motivation about it. They just need games, and I think that they will have it at their new clubs. They are our players, so they are our assets, and of course, we have to follow them. I repeat, they just need minutes. It is not about quality, but it's about time. Now, my thoughts on his comments there. He's saying about it's not about quality. I think it is about quality when it comes to Ndombele and Lo Celso because they haven't brought quality to this Tottenham Hotspur team for a couple of years. Their attitude hasn't been the best. Their body language hasn't been the best. They haven't been given 100% for the club as well. So about game time, I think the only one he is talking about there is Brian Hill, which I completely agree. He does need game time. Now, I've got to say, for me personally, I really enjoyed this next bit because Fabio was asked about his relationship with Antonio Conte and how they work together in terms of targets in the January transfer window. And Fabio replied with, always I work near to the coach about the transfer window. With Antonio Conte, we have known each other for a long time and we have worked together for a long time and we have achieved big results. We speak every day, a long time, about everything, how we can improve the team, how we can improve the mentality of the team, not just about skills of the players, but how also we can improve the mentality, environment and style of football. We speak about it all the time, not just in January. We speak all the time, every day, because we stay together and I watch training every day. We eat together, we stay together. It's normal to have this kind of relationship. Now, my thoughts on this, for me, that was probably the best part of this interview, knowing that him and Antonio Conte work together extremely closely. Fabio is there at training with Antonio Conte. They speak every single day. They have lunch together. They stay together. It's normal to have this kind of relationship, are the words of Fabio Paratici. Both of them are winners. They have been at Juventus. They have won things. Antonio Conte, wherever he's gone, they have won things. We need trophies. We haven't had a trophy at the club since 2008. We need success at this football club. And I tell you what, after hearing this from Fabio Paratici today, I tell you what, I feel that little bit more confident that this club is going in the right direction. Fabio has a huge job on his hands, and he says this in this interview as well. I'll come on to that in a minute. But it is a huge job, one step at a time. But what we've done in the January transfer window, I think that this is really positive. Now, let's get back to Fabio's interview and the bit I was talking about here. He said, we need to build something bigger. And we know we need patience and time to build something. We can't build something in 1 month or even 6 months. We need time. He then went on to say, we want to sign players who can improve our team. We don't just want to sign just to sign. That is not useful for the club, not useful to the coach, not useful for anybody. There are some positions where we search to find solutions and others where we don't have this kind of opportunities. It's okay. We need to go ahead. We need to go forward with our players, and we are happy about it. Fabio then went on to say, if we speak about a rebuild, we have to think back 6 or 7 months ago in the summer when I was talking about a rebuild of the team. Normally, a rebuild takes time. We sold some players in between summer and January, which had a lot of seasons here, which may need other motivation. We brought in players younger with motivation, with technical level, with good mentality to improve the team now and in the future especially. As a project, we have to spend time doing it. We signed one of the best coaches in the world, so I think that we are in a good direction. To have a good group, we need a good dressing room who follows the coach and the ambition of the club and achieves the target. We need a person before a player. That's the most important thing for me. Everybody understands about the skills of the players, what we need, what the coach asks of them, and we have to follow this direction. Now, my thoughts on this, how telling is that statement from Fabio Paratici? We need a person before a player. It is all about what type of person that is coming into this football club to take us to the next level and take us, where we want to be. Antonio Conte is not going to stand for any player giving 80, 90%. He wants every single player to give 100% always. And I love this attitude from Fabio Paratici. I really, really do. That's the most important thing for me, he says. And finally, Fabio Interview gave a message to the fans after the January transfer window and said at the end of the January window, it's just 1 point in the season. I would like to say thanks for your support in every game. It is amazing to play here in the stadium, and away, they are always with us. We need them, we need their energy, their positive energy, because if we are going to achieve our results, we need every one of us to give the right energy. Now, my thoughts on this, of course, we all need to give the right energy. Of course, we want success. We all want the same thing. As Tottenham fans, we all may have different opinions about players, managers, the club, the board, whatever, but we all want the same thing. We all want success. And I'll tell you what, I feel very lucky as a Spurs fan to have Fabio Paratici, trying to sign players for us. And I feel very lucky to have a world-class manager in Antonio Conte, going forward. And I've always said, ever since Antonio Conte come in, I said I didn't expect a great deal to be done in the January transfer window. I'm expecting a huge summer. That is still the case. I'm expecting a huge summer, as I'm sure Antonio Conte and Fabio Paratici are. I'm sure they will be very, very busy, up to and in the summer to get a lot of business done for Spurs and take us to that next level. Of course, it is all going to be about, can we get in the Champions League from now until the end of the season? This Spurs squad, these Spurs players must give 110%, in order to get us into that top four. But I believe that we have a real chance. Now, opinion aside, I think, talking factually, the job that Fabio Paratici has at Spurs is an absolutely massive one. It really is. He came in the summer. Yes, his job is to sign players, but it's also to offload a number of players, which he did. He offloaded a few players. Then in this window, he's offloaded a good few players. Tanguy Ndombele, Giovanni Lo Celso, £100 million that they cost Spurs, between them. Unbelievable figures. But, when players aren't playing for you, you've got to offload them. You've also got to refresh the squad as well. And that's exactly what he's done. So as long as we as Spurs fans can see progression and we can see going forward and we can see positivity, which I think that Fabio is really bringing to this Tottenham Hotspur team and squad and management. Antonio Conte coming in as well is a huge plus. Of course, a world-class manager. But all I would say is that every single one of us as fans, we would always say we haven't done enough in the transfer window. We haven't signed this player. We haven't signed that player. We haven't signed a player in this position, that position, etc., etc. But it's about being realistic. And I know all of us don't want to hear those words of, be patient. Be patient. Please be patient. Because, I talk about trophies all the time. A lot of people who watch this channel on a regular basis will say, why do you keep talking about trophies all the time? Because they're so overdue. But when you've got someone like Antonio Conte and now Fabio Paratici working extremely close together in training every day, sitting together, lunching together, etc., they are going to want success at this football club. That is, without any question whatsoever, those two will want success. And I believe that if they get the time and if they are both backed in the correct way, I believe that we will have success just around the corner. And let me just say again that I think that Fabio Paratici and Antonio Conte will be expecting a big summer themselves. Me as a Tottenham Hotspur fan, I'm certainly expecting a big summer. I think that Fabio Paratici already has names lined up of players that he would probably like to offload in this summer transfer window, and a lot of names on the target list as well. He is an expert in bringing in a number of free transfers, an expert in bringing in quality players to a top team. So hopefully he will bring and deliver a number of great players in the summer. But I absolutely love what he said. We need a person before a player. And I think that is a real statement to a lot of these current players as well in this squad. And the other thing I'd like to say as well is I think it's absolutely brilliant from the club communicating this way to the fans, telling all of us fans exactly how they feel and exactly how they see things going, showing the ambition, telling us about the ambition, telling us about the new signings, telling us what they are intending to do in the summer. I think it's really good. So I hope that they carry this on. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Also click that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.